Everybody, welcome on board. For those of you that have been following along, I'm sure you know that I've been having some issues with Zibo version 18 as far as navigation is concerned. So I bumped back down to 16, and I had to bring ZHSI back down to 14 as well. Version 5 of Zibo, which I believe is up next, has that issue fixed. But right now, this is going to be my first flight, bumping everything back. I'm starting cold and dark. I just want to see if I've got everything back to normal. So let's get started, and let me have the list here. We'll run right through the flow checklist just to be sure. Alright, dispatch load sheet. Okay, DC voltmeter to bat. DC battery switch on, guarded. Fuel pump switches are off. Left and right wipers are set to park. Hydraulics, electric 1 and 2 are off. Landing gear is down. And we've got 3 green lights. Weather radar is set to test. Fire warning system. It's the caution recall. Fault in up. And our fire overheat. Ground power or APU connect. We have ground power available? Yes, we do. Ground power is connected. We're going to set the AC voltmeter selected to ground power. Confirm that we're on ground power. And we're going to set up for unconditioned bleed air. So we're going to have the pack set to auto and the isolation valve set to open. Back to the electrical panel. And electrical panel looks good. Galley power is on. IRS mode select is to nav. And emergency exit lights are armed. Air conditioning panel as required. Everything is set to auto. We'll circulate the trim air switch, or cycle it, that is. FMC CDU enter present position. Okay. Flaps are up, indicator shows up, and on the aft overhead shows up. Okay, parking brake. Parking brake is set. And the chocks have been removed. Exterior lights. Alright, logo light, and we have power coming to the aircraft, so we'll put the position lights on steady. Okay, that takes care of the originator flight. We're up to our pre-flight check. Leading edge devices are good. Interphone is off. Engine reverses are off. E-switches are unguarded. Crew oxygen is good. Passenger oxygen is good. Flight data recorder is good. Mach speed is good. We'll have to come back and test the stall warning once we have hydraulic power. Alright, landing gear is down, 3 green. PSEU is extinguished. Oxygen. Oxygen is good, and lights test. Lights test is good. Okay, now we're on the forward overhead. Flight controls A and B on. Alternate flaps off. Spoilers A and B on. Your damper to on. VHF to normal. IRS to normal. FMC to normal. Display sources is set to normal. And control panel is set to normal. Cross feed valve is opened. And closed. Fuel pumps are off. Electrical panel is set. Equipment cooling supply set to normal. Emergency exit lights are set. And seatbelt signs are on. Window heat. Let's check them. Overheat is good.
Please recheck the security of your seatbelt.
TAT test. This temperature probe indicator light should go out, but it doesn't. Okay, our wing anti-ice is set. Hydraulic panel is set. Forward and cargo doors are open. Flight recorder test. And we'll erase that. Air conditioning panel is good. Now bleed panel. Auto. Wing body overheat test is good. Auto open. And they're off there good. We are going to be cruising at 32,000 feet. Okay, that must have been left from my last flight that didn't go very well with 18 because the landing is correct as well. Alright, this I would normally check, but this has a crack in it, and until I fix that knob, I'm not going to touch it. But I would go to alternate and manual, and you would see these indicator lights would pop on. Okay, our lights are good. This is going to be the first flight of the day, and we're good across the board. That brings us to ATIS. 126.3.
Billings Logan INTL information uniform. 1800 Zulu weather. Wind 360 at 4 gust 10. Visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 3,100 few, 17,500 few, 30,500 few, temperature 11, dew point -20. Altimeter 3009. Arriving runway 28 right, departing runway 28 right. Advise on initial contact you have uniform.
We've got uniform. Alright, let's go to clearance. It's 121.9. And ground is the same frequency. Okay, tower is 127.2. Okay. So we've got ATIS. Well, if we were flying online, we'd get clearance, but we're not flying online. So we're going to assume that we have clearance, and we're going to program the flight management computer right now. Now this is what I had in version 18 that was giving me a hard time, so we're going to see if this is going to work here today. Don't mind my back. Really? Did you just lock up? No. You're being difficult. I don't think I have saved this company around. Oh, I did. Okay. That's going to be 28 right, was what they said for departure, and 36 was the flight number. Okay, we'll activate that, execute it. Preferences, 0 fuel weight, our reserve is going to be, cost index is 30, and we're doing flight level 320. Execute that. I'll derate our takeoff. Let me get my weight. 22.2. Flaps 5 takeoff. Buck 32. Alright, let's check this flight plan real quick. Yeah, this is where I was having a problem, and she was doing a 360. That looks pretty good right now.
That's a 495 for your slope, and that's paper. However, I can give you the clearance if you're ready to copy. Yes, go ahead, please.
That's going to take us into Weber.
Verdo 6 departure. Hip toss, transition, plate plan.
Let's make sure this is set up.
24 right, squawk 2262. Lufthansa, the 495 to business 19 Munich, Verdo 6 departure, 24 right, hip toss, transition.
Jackson. Weber.
5 turn 3 back track, contact Abram, have a good day.
Now I'm going to have to fix this, I'm sure. This is picking it up at Weber.
Golf Mike Montreal, dead key for departure,
Jacksonville, Weber.
For arrival.
Okay, that is set just the way it was when I had a problem, so let's see if she's going to run okay today. Okay, so hey, this is done, clearance is done, flight management computer is done. Let's program the radios. Alright, we've got 28 right in case we got to come back. Let's pop that in there. 282. And that's in, Okay, so that's tower and departures. 120.5 is in there already. Very good. So that's good. We are set here. Okay, VHF and nav radios are set for departure. EVIS panel, EMI terrain. Position data, airport, and station. I'm on the master. I don't know if we're going to get LNAV. No, I don't think so. We're going to go straight to 32,000. We're not flying on line, so we're going straight up. You can have... Okay. That all looks good. Nose wheel steering. Let's check our panels here. That looks good. Lower display looks good. Set. Rejected. That all looks good. Up, down, down. While that's going, this is done. Remote control panel is done. Clock, nose wheel steering, main panel, lower DU selectors, auto flight enunciators have been tested. Primary flight display, nav display. Alright, we've got artificial horizon is level, 45 on the speed tape. V2 speed is there, V1, okay. Heading indicator is matched. Standby gauges are good. Set and 1 speed reference are both set to auto. That's done. Okay. And let's do. Fuel flow has been reset. Auto brake is set to rejected takeoff. Engine instruments have been checked. We have fuel and oil quantity. Hydraulic quantities are fine. Speed brake, reverses, thrust levers are all been set. And what are we looking at on the trim here?
Department 24 right, squawk 2221. London, Gatwick, Jet 42 Lake, flight plan 24 right, squawk 2221.
Good. Now, trim is good. Parking brake is set. Fuel cutoffs are set to cut off. Stab trim A and P. Cut out trim switches. Well, that I can't test because they're not hooked up. Bottles have already been tested. Cargo fire has been done. We don't have a HUD, so HGS control panel's out. Transponder is set, and that should be on standby. And our rudder aileron trims are set to. Well, actually, I got them right there. They're set to 0. And my flight door entry is set up. A little ingenious thing that Duncan set up to 0 them out just by flicking that. Since I don't have a flight deck door, to at least use that button, and that will automatically 0 out the rudder and the aileron trim, which is rather nice. Okay, the stabilizer override trim is normal, and ground proximity test has already been done. So we're up to just before pushback, 0 fuel weight. We've got N1s, reduced set. Max set is set. V speeds 1, R, and 2 are set. Stab trim is set. Fuel pumps, APU, and APU gen. We're getting ready for gate departure. All right. Let's get the APU up and running. We've got fuel in the center tank. Meantime, I'll let the passengers know we're getting ready to get on out of here. Let's get these doors buttoned up and get in touch with pushback.
Pleasure having you on board with us today. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. Should be underway here shortly. Thanks for flying with Delta Deck.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Very nice.
Canada 694 PDC 3 1 uniform at seat 120. Okay, 694 clearance through back to crack days, Fox, contact apron, have stuff going. Good night, then. Hello, clearance, it's Air Canada 824 Heavy with information Fox.
I think I might have to replace that switch. It's been giving me a hard time. Alright, ground power can be disconnected. We'll give the bleed air another minute before we switch over. Our doors are buttoned up. We're just about ready to get on out of here.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed, and we're ready to connect.
I also had a couple of issues with better pushback, connecting it and not pushing me back, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, let's say that's been about a minute for the APU, so we're going to go to auto and bring the APU online and disconnect the ASU. So, we are good to go.
7409, clearance through back to crack contact apron. Have a great day. Have a great day, 7409.
Now you'll notice when they push us back.
Tow's connected, bypass pens inserted. Go and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
If you look between the center and the right monitor. Oh, I didn't even freaking touch the brakes there. What was that all about? If you look between the two monitors, you'll notice that the ground markings are pretty much right on the money. When we get in the air at flight level, you'll notice that, what the heck is this guy doing? Has he been drinking? That was weird. Now let's crank these up. Get ready to get away from this guy. Well, this guy's out of his mind. Whatever this guy's doing. That was strange. Hopefully that's the only glitch. So waiting for max motoring. The low oil pressure indicator is going to extinguish, and then we're going to introduce fuel. Normally I'd hold that out in case we had a hot start, but my shoulder's killing me.
Just confirm your squawk code 0536. My apologies, 0536 for Air 38 Charlie. Air 38 Charlie, current street back call correct. 8 Foxtrot, contact Apron. Have a great day. Will do, thank you. Have a good one, Air 38 Charlie. Delivery, good evening, it's Condor 403.
Condor 403, heavy clearance with Frankfurt Airport, by the Birdo 6 departure, Lorca transition, flight plan route, depart runway 24 right, squawk 6303.
Well, so far the rest of this pushback isn't too bad.
Frankfurt Airport via runway 24 right, Birdo 06 departure, Lorca transition, flight plan route, squawk 6303.
Condor 403, reback correct, this is Foxtrot, contact April 122.27.
Okay, these bad boys are locked in.
Foxtrot and Apron 1227. Have a good night.
Jazz 679, clearance, reback correct, contact April 122.27.
Yeah, I think this guy's been drinking.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Clearance below 1982, we're at gate 1.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
1982, clearance, reback correct, Avis Falls, contact April 122.07.
A little bit of an issue with pushback. May have to take a look at the brake setting inside the electronic flight bag of Zibo. See what the deal is with that. Oh, while we're waiting, let's hit that. Alright, so start was adequate for start. Anti-collision lights on. Pushback time has been noted. Engine sequence, right, 2, then 1. They're already up and running. Fuel cutoff levers. They are idle detent. Engine generator switches are on. AC volume selector set for 2, I believe, this go around. It is. Probe heat switches are on. Engine wing anti-ice as required. We don't need them. Hydraulic pump switches are on. Air conditioning bleed panel is set. And they are. Auto, auto, auto. And we're on engine 1 and 2. Exterior lights is needed. Well, as soon as these guys disconnect, we'll continue.
Good day, Air Canada 092, we're at 171, PDC 383 Mike.
Canada 02, section Air Canada 092, clearance, reback correct, Avis Falls, contact April.
With the radar set to auto. Okay.
Good evening, it's Square 102, IFR Evanston with Foxtrot.
I think that they would have disconnected by now. Let's just terminate this anyway. Just to be sure.
After 4 Rama, off for runway 23, 2242, Square 102. Square 102, reback correct, it is golf, contact April 127. 2227, Square 102.
guess I'm gonna have to do a little bit of look into as far as pushback.
And we're just
Oh, there you go, okay.
pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Must be drinking. The way he drove us out here and took that long to disconnect us. Alright, let's check our control services here. They look pretty good. Okay, let's get our flaps set. Let them know.
Clearance hello, Air Canada 622, information Golf, gate 138 and PTC is...
And we're out of here.
Air Canada 622, clearance 3 Foxtrot, contact Zibo 122.07.
Air Canada 622. Clearance, good evening, Azores 376 to Lima, Papa.
Well, so far, it looks like the only issue was with better pushback. So far, so good.
Clearance, clear to Lima, Papa, Delta via the Zibo departure.
I just started working with photoreal scenery not that long ago. For those of you that have been following along, I'm pretty much just getting started, but this is going to be a photoreal flight from Montana to Utah. So the mountains should look rather nice. Now, as you can see, the pavement markings match up real nice between here, and you can even see the mountains up in the top match up rather nicely as well. And once we get at altitude, I'll show you what happens. And I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. It was a little quick there. When you think you're southwest. Well, we got the front of the southwest plane. And I'm not sure how good this looks to you. You only get to see this in 1080p. I get to see this in 4K, and it looks rather nice in 4K. My dream for my next sim would be X-Plane, Next Gen, whatever it's going to be, with the improvements they've made, and give me zoom level 19 or 20 for the entire United States, and I'll be a happy camper. I'll need a whole bunch of NVMEs, 2 terabyte jobs to do that, but if it doesn't take X-Plane 2 hours to load, I'd actually invest in that.
I'll tell you, 65 Foxtrot, clear for Rome via the Birdo 6 departure, Lorca transition, flight plan route, depart runway 24 right, Fox 0526.
We're coming up on runway 28. Let's get the tower in here. The radio chatter you hear is coming from XATC, which works pretty good. And I wonder if this frequency is not online. Oh, there you go. That just answered my question.
That's 826, left ground 12169. That's the N 12165.
Let's just check it real quick. Attendance notified. Exterior lights is set. Auto throttle is on. Transponder TARA auto. Parking brake is released, and then we're good to go. All right, Johnny. We're out of here. interesting how that one just got a lot lighter than these two all of a sudden.
Approaching 28 right.
I wonder if that has anything to do with cloud shadows. I'm surprised this doesn't go further down on the runway.
On runway 28 right.
Rear 1715, cross runway 24 right. Cross 24 right, rear 1715. Ghost 18, middle land runway.
Thrust is set. Airspeed's active. Check. Like I said, we're going to get on autopilot rather quick because I want to check Zibo. All right, Zibo, what do you got?
3 ahead with 310, goes 21, quick left.
Now that right there was way better. In 18, the aircraft would do a complete 360, and then it would fly a beam of... off. It would fly a beam of my flight plan, and it took like 2-3 waypoints before it would actually get back in line. So right now this is actually looking real good. I need to pay attention to the flap settings here. Hopefully you're getting a nice view out these front windows. You should definitely once we hit cruise.
720, turn in line up and wait, runway 24 right. Line wait, 24 right, turn in 7.
That's a nice view.
Target is 1594 heavy with you, ILS 423. Bishop 94 heavy star, number 2, runway 23, heavy traffic, close line.
So far the auto flight system is on the money.
17, hold short, runway 24.
250 knot climb below 10,000 feet. It's turning right toward Nelson. Beautiful.
Michelle 17, cross runway 24 right and right on Delta.
Right, cross 24 right, right on
All right, so far it looks like we're back to normal. All right, that makes 10,000.
Delta 720, come departure 128. 28, have a good day.
Gear up, flaps have been retracted, autopilot is engaged, the attendants have been notified, cabin pressurization monitor, engine bleeds are on, exterior lights as needed, pack switches are set to auto, engine start switches as needed, APU is off, auto brake selector is off, landing gear is up and off. Up next is 18,000.
That's 657, contact departure on 28. 28, wait, 657.
That is a real nice view. This is so much better than the plausible world. I have no idea why Austin is so against it. I mean, granted, it does take up a lot of space, you know, so it may not be logistically possible for them to do it, but this is definitely better than the plausible world, though. No doubt about it.
07, wind calm, maintain visual separation from the Challenger, clear takeoff, runway 23. Clear takeoff 23, what's the Challenger, flight here, Canada 107.
Zibo is performing flawlessly, and so far, I don't know if you can see that corner, it looks fine. The mountains match up, the clouds, everything looks good there. At some point along the way, I'm probably not going to do it now because I'm pointing it out to everybody, but somewhere along the way, it just gets like higher than the center for some reason. Makes no sense to me at all because it's perfect now.
The 305, wind calm, clear takeoff, runway 23. Clear takeoff 23, what's the 305?
So we're 45 miles to top of climb and 325 miles out of Salt Lake City. This flight plan I took from Delta Airlines. So they just flew this the other day. So we've got the Nordic 6 arrival into Salt Lake. And like I said, we're going to take 16 because I want to make sure that the issue's gone that I had the other day. Man, that is such a nice view. $18,000. I guess we could let the kiddies run around. It's pretty smooth up here.
107, call the first round 28. 28, good job. Yep.
Now, if X-Plane can get rid of that noticeable line right there and just have it fade out, it'd be another plus for the next version popping up. So far, 19, we're coming up on 20,000 feet, and that still looks fine.
Get 706, line up runway 23, confirm 1 ship safe, perfect, we'll get you on right away. Okay, we do west end hand, line up 23, Canada 706.
We'll be at flight level 320, 32,000 feet on our way down to Salt Lake. That is some amazing view right there.
Okay, 165, line up runway 23, keep the company 320 safe for official departure, I'll get you going right away. Okay, line up runway 23, we'll keep you on safe for Canada 165. Jet 1100, contact departure on 28.8. Jet 1100.
I softened up the clouds a little bit that you can see here. They were a little bit too rough for my taste, a little too sharp. They actually worked out. Well, might be a little too soft now, but they are what they are. With next gen right around the corner, I don't think I'm going to bother anymore for the most part. Now, I don't know if you can see it because it's beginning to start now. The right screen looks like it's a little bit higher than the center screen right there. As we make this little turn, you might be able to see it. See how it's starting to, there's some extra data up in here that doesn't exist here. And yet the mountains line up and the clouds line up. It's just right at that line. I just don't get it. A little bumpy up here. This keeps up. We'll have to put the kiddies back inside their seats. Let's see if this other frequency is working.
That is 947 sliding 310 and speed 100 to 100.
Mountains off to the right look real nice. You know what? A little bumpy here. Put the seatbelt sign back on.
7975 heavy, runway 23, altimeter 2998, information with 2998, runway 23, whiskey, 7975.
That looks very nice. Going to be making a short left here. Would have been nice if there was a view.
1741, thanks for an hour.
See if I get my head out of the way. You might get a peek or two out that left window there. The view is really amazing, but I don't think you're going to see much, unfortunately. All right, next stop, Jackson Hole. What are we, 105 miles out? And we are getting beat up a little bit here with the wind. Although we are being pushed, it's nice tailwind. How about we punch it up a bit and get to Salt Lake City a little early? Yeah, the photo wheel scenery just adds so much to X-Plane. I mean, you may not see it in the video, but at 4K, I can't wait till I get my 3090 cards. I need 3 of those bad boys. A friend of mine just got his second one. He got his call from EVGA, lucky dog that he is. And he had delivery, I think, in a day. So, can't ask for anything more than that. So, matter of fact, he's actually working on his system right now, putting that board in, doing all his testing. So, good luck, Patty boy. That looks pretty nice. I don't know if you can see that. So far, Zibo's been real nice. Only issue has been with better pushback. I think these kiddies are going to be in their seat most of this ride. We keep getting bebopped around like that. See now, Zibo, Laminaire Research, you really need to get that outer ring graphic textures. Like, you got to do something about those blobs that are out there. I mean, the mountains look beautiful about halfway out, and then all of a sudden you get like nastiness. Looks like I'm back in the 1980s with Microsoft for the Tandy computer. Hopefully 12 is going to fix that, or next gen, whatever they're going to call it. I didn't see anything here on TCAS, but I thought I saw an aircraft out there, Vapor Trail. I don't see him on TCAS though. Well, TCAS definitely wasn't talking about him. He wasn't that close.
AC 4261, turn left, 70, intercept third hour, approach on with before end. 70, intercept third hour.
So what do we've got? We've got 177 miles to top of descent and 256 miles into Salt Lake. That looks nice out there. You should be able to have a view of those mountains out there. That looks rather nice. So far, Zibo's been acting beautifully. Alright, how about we try letting them run around again? Let's see. If you gotta use the bathroom, get up and do it. Man, that looks so nice.
Jazz 947, speed 17 knots to north. 17 knots to north, Jazz 947.
What are we looking at here? 2035, about 45 minutes to top of descent. Actually, not even. That's a nice view. I don't know if you'll be able to see that though.
On Eastern 207 at 4,000, reduce speed to 190 knots.
At 4,000, reduce speed to 190 knots,
I think with the photo real scenery, I'm going to be spending more time in the mountain ranges, that's for sure.
On Eastern 207, contact arrival now 124.47 today.
124.47 today, 207 today.
Let's take a look at Salt Lake. We've got the Nordic 6.
Chinese 207 descend 3,000.
Fairly simple, straight in, just about. It's going to be easy enough.
Chinese 207, turn left heading 330. Turn left heading 330.
Wow, look at that. Man. That looks good. That is Jackson Hole. All right. Yep, that is Jackson Hole. A little bit of a bumpy ride, but all in all, not bad. Looks like the color's off a little bit on that one. Another nice view out to the right. Alright, let's put these kiddies back in their seats. $125 miles, top of descent. It's another nice view. I hope you're getting to see some of this. See if we can pick them up. Nope, not yet. This is some amazing view right here. Man, look at that. Stunning. That looks nice peeking through the clouds there. Man, what a view. Got it. Let's try. Are you working? And 2377. It's like all my frequencies are dead all of a sudden. We'll continue on in. 66 miles, top of descent. This flight went rather smooth. Surprised I'm not picking anybody up though. I'm gonna have to look into that. I would think my radio, unless something happened to the radio. 40 miles, we'll start our descent. Hopefully you'll have a nice view on the way down, because it doesn't look like there's too much in front of us cloud-wise. That looks nice. "20 miles, top of descent." Amazing views along the way. Would be nice if I can get another flight in today after lunch. See how I feel. I don't feel too bad today. We'll see. Would be nice. I don't think I've gotten 2 flights in a day in a while. Salt Lake City. Where do we want to go after that? Vegas, Sin City. What do we got? Another 10 miles. We're almost there. And we're looking at 11. Hopefully we got a nice view the entire way down. We're just popping up on the approach chart now. Here we go. Now 18 also had an issue with underspeed. So we'll see what Zibo does on the way down. Fuel at LHO should be 17.6. We're at 17.6 now. We're ferrying fuel anyway, so we have plenty of fuel, but you would think I would have a little bit more with the tailwind we'd be getting the entire ride. Alright, let's kick out the speed brake here a little bit. We're 68 miles out of Salt Lake City. That's something I noticed. The speed brake indicator doesn't go back out again. That looks real nice. Wow. That looks real nice. Seventeen six. Fuel is looking good. There's a view. Looking real nice. Man, that looks amazing. There's our destination just on the other side of that pool of water there. Airport's in sight. This is just an amazing view. The photo reel scenery just adds so much to the sim. 12. 2988. We're good. Surprised we're not getting any frequencies here. 25.7 is not doing anything. What about tower? There you go. This frequency's working.
Push at 248. Caution, jump left from 67. Take your time to line up runway 23. That'll be the light for turbo. Alright, let's take your time to line up 23 west head. Wait. Go to the 165, contact departure 1288. Yeah, okay, 165. 35, copy, jump left, reverse cross, runway 23, right on Juliet, stay with me. Copy, 23, right on Juliet, production 35.
So far, Zibo has been real nice, even on the descent. Runway's in sight.
Appreciate team 51, call departure 1288, have a good flight. 288 area, stay team 50. Juliet, onto the north portion of 50 and left, holding short 23, then back on Juliet. You can pass the Cat 1 line and hold short of 23 at the regular line. 23, then back on the Juliet, short 23, extension 35.
Five, 164, 164. That looks good. No, it doesn't. Right on the money.
At 707, wind 2105, maintain visual separation, clear takeoff, runway 23.
Maintain visual separation. Clear for takeoff, push to 707.
Line up 23, confirm lunch in sight for official departure. I'll have you going right away.
Okay, line up 23, we have lunch in sight. 146.
The 248, call departure on 288. I'd stay with 248. Another 446, wing com, maintain visual separation, clear takeoff, runway 23.
Takeoff 23, visual separation, 446.
Wash out 1116, line up 23, confirm the Embraer site for visual departure. I'll get you going right away.
Okay, position that 23 of the Embraer site, west head left 60.
Wash out 707, call departure on 28.
28, wish to 707.
Wash out 1116, maintain visual separation, wind com, clear takeoff, runway 23.
Takeoff 23, maintain visual separation. Left at left for 6. Canada 015, I go back.
Not a bad view.
Line up, I come back to runway 23, or Canada 015. Canada 446, contact departure on 28. Okay, bye-bye. Shuttle 1116, call departure on 28. Bye, we're back to West End 136. Constant jump last from the triple on the 23 full length. On the 23 full length now, expecting 35.
I have to take a look at my autopilot button's not working all of a sudden. Interesting.
Yeah, 015, call departure on 28. 88.
Approaching 16 left.
75, the inspection vehicle is exiting at the end. Caution brake terminals from the 777. Wind 170 on 7, clear takeoff from runway 23. With you, clear for takeoff 23, Air Canada 785.
500.
Brickyard 4555 tower line up 23, ET Air Canada 37 on site for visual departure.
I will line up on 23 and keep Air Canada in place for 4965.
300. 200 minimums.
Brickyard 4555, maintain visual separation, clear takeoff runway 23, wind 170 on 7.
First takeoff on 23 will maintain visual, Brickyard 4555.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Canada 785, contact departure 128.
Welcome to Salt Lake City.
Approaching 14.
Well, I think Zibo's back to normal.
1459, tower Delta.
Not sure what the deal is with these lights here in the middle like that, though. Oh, we're not ready yet. A little too quick for myself.
Kilo 12, good morning, wind 1607, clear to land, runway 24 right. That's right, again. April 7508, line up runway 23, keep that departing Delta 717 on site for official departure. Depart runway, or line up runway 23 and we'll keep that Delta site April 7508. April 7508, wind 1906, maintain visual separation, clear takeoff runway 23. 1906 will maintain visual separation, clear takeoff 23, Naval 758. For 1695, line up 23, keep the departing Embraer site for visual departure, I'll get you going right away.
Line up runway 23, we'll keep the Embraer in sight for visual departure, route 1695.
Call departure 1288, have a good flight.
288, paid up 1459.
Maintain visual separation, wind calm, clear takeoff runway 23.
Clear takeoff 23, we'll maintain visual separation, route 1695.
Check out 1112, Charlie 4, Delta 4, right against Delta, call ground on 21-9.
4 Delta, having at it, let's talk.
Welcome to Salt Lake City. That's a wrap.
Seven 339, good day, line up runway